Last night, I received the party's over email from Anthropic. Did you? What to do now? Well, first step, decrease my max membership, or well, I should say subscription, to not max. So I went down to pro, and then I'll probably take it down to nothing shortly after that when I figure out various alternatives. Within the email you'll see on the screen, Anthropic also offered a credit equal to like basically a monthly subscription fee as this is gonna be a bummer, but don't be mad at us, don't hate us, don't cancel. So what did I do specifically to get the letter? Well, I've been trying out various harnesses like Claude, but just briefly. I think it was actually Hermes Agent that got me popped, although I didn't get a chance to really do a lot of workflows with it yet. It was mostly just kind of set up and just a little bit of testing. How to mitigate the new reality? Well, like Alex Finn and many others have been already saying, you basically have to accept the new norm and pivot. If you're using an orchestrator, especially one that will spawn multiple agents simultaneously, like Paperclip or Claude Code, and you use API, you have to be careful. Recommend that you have your smartest model. If you're going to use cloud model, like Claude Opus 4.6 at the moment, then have that be like your brain or your CEO, delegator, someone who's staying on track. Keep the interactions minimal. There are also some, various prompts or kind of tightening you can use. Like there's a couple of GitHubs out there. I'll try to leave a link in the description where you can have the return feed, like the responses, super efficient, curt, if you will. That does save tokens. There are some other techniques. And then for your execution, once you have your planning all bulletproof basically, then you can use Open Router, right? And they even have specials, for it takes some paying attention to what's going on, and it's going to change time to time, but they do have some free models with certain circumstances, and you can also roll your own on some hardware you're not using, or some other options there. So there's other ways to kind of shift things around. So ChatGPT, they're being friendly about it right now. Honestly, I think with the economics, that's got to change eventually. I know the founder moved over there from OpenClaw, so it makes sense right now. But is it sustainable long term? I really doubt it. It's basically a subsidy right now. I mean, they're subsidized with this monthly, and the rate limits are there, but it's, gosh, what is it, like 4 to 10 to 20x more if you were to replicate the same behavior that you do today, subscription versus a la carte, pay-as-you-go API. So it just kind of makes you think how you use it. Maybe you want to run that shell script and execute it yourself versus having an agent do it. Or maybe you'll set that cron up. Or maybe you'll go to, like ChatGPT public or something and not log in and say, hey, write me a quick shell script for this cron real quick, right? And then test it locally and see if it makes sense, and then put it in yourself. You're going to save tokens that way as well. So there are some ways to kind of get around it. And then depending on what your use case is, if you're monetizing, well, it is a lot cheaper than a heartbeat, a real employee. And that's another way to look at it. It could work. So I know it looks grim now, but it's kind of like the Netflix model, but because it's the AI world, everything is happening a lot faster, more real time. But look at Netflix. I mean, they literally built their model on, no ads, right? In 2026, guess what? They have ads, right? So they have a ton of funding, a good model. They weren't going to be unique forever, right? Other entrants in the market jumped in. They want a piece of that. Competition always does that. So, it's a good thing though, because it keeps the prices down. It's good for the consumer. But if they're not profitable, they have to do something to stay afloat. With AI, we're actually experiencing that paradigm shift right now, accelerated, of course. So don't give up, right? Just think about how you do it. So if you have limited hardware, maybe use, scheduled agents, meaning you want the heartbeat, you want it to be autonomous, you want it to, constantly, do something to be productive, right? Like even while you sleep. Well, that's fantastic. And I encourage it. And some APIs, they actually have different rates depending on the time of day. So if you can schedule those at off-peak hours or weekends, then that's going to be a benefit as well. But if you're using local hardware, what you might want to do is have like your beefiest model, have it set up so it won't run that plus the lower models at the same time if you're close to like your capacity, right? And then run your execution after that, but have it scheduled and spaced out. That way you can have a couple agents wearing various hats that can run in tandem, but just not running at the same time that your leader or coordinator, CEO, whatever is running. And it's actually going to pay off because you're going to see a lot of benefit from that. And what you're really using is electricity. Honestly, it's not much. And people are getting like Mac Minis now, and those things are, because the unified memory, I mean, it's almost embarrassing that a Mac Mini, of course, it's not the default, you have to get the upgrade and get more memory, but can perform a local LLM model as capable as like it's not new anymore, but my GTX 4090 NVIDIA card on an i9 that's only a year and a half, 2 years old, with 64 gig of DDR5 gamer memory. Like, it's wow. I can't believe it. So, and something that can fit on your desk, right? So yeah, there's a lot of choices. You can actually, you can even run these orchestrators like on an old laptop or something, like, and just make sure it doesn't shut down. I actually have some of this stuff running on Raspberry Pi 5s and a couple tasks on Raspberry Pi 4s. So a lot of ways to kind of split up the workload and make it more efficient. Think about the power a Raspberry Pi consumes. It's like nothing. It's practically using like cell phone chargers. So just, embrace it, right? And don't let it beat you up too much. And remember, the current model, highest level of ChatGPT, great for coding. It's not the greatest for agentic AI orchestration. Even though I'm not happy with them right now, I would just do Anthropic and then find ways to just really minimize the usage and kind of split up the workload like I talked about. Any other questions, just leave it in the comments. It's grim, embrace it. These are still exciting times for AI builders. I do more than just AI build, but those are just kind of new things that, as I learn, I want to just share with everyone. And it makes it more fun that way, kind of catalog the journey. And until the next one, thank you. Like and subscribe. Take it easy.